ITheir TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
Good morning. Welcome in. You got Ryan and Rachel with you on this Monday. Sure feels like a Monday.
Yep.
November 10th.
November 10th. That is right.
Chugging right along.
Depending where you are, you may be waking up to a dusting. I think coating, as Kate said. Here's what it looked like in Manlius this morning. Just a little bit there on the ground. You can see that changeover where the leaves are still down and now the snow falling. But Kate, you said this is just a little appetizer.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little one.
This is the charcuterie board that's laid out for us. We're like, oh, this looks good. And then the main course comes out later on tonight. We have our alerts ahead of our lake effect snow happening tonight into tomorrow. Up in the North Country, that's for the currently freezing rain going on. That's going to be moving out of here shortly. But all our alerts go into effect later this afternoon or this evening. We're dealing with this pretty wide storm. You can kind of see the circulation over Indiana. So that's our main low that's going to be keeping our weather pretty unsettled for the next few days. It's keeping us quite cold too. Cold enough for a lot of us to wake up to a little bit of snow this morning. We'll catch a little break and then the lake effect kicks in because our wind begins to shift. So how much snow are we talking? How much are we going to have to shovel out by tomorrow morning? I will have that updated snow map for you coming up in a few minutes.
We'll see.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Well, a lot of you in Central New York are waking up to a view that may look a little like this. We have a coating of snow and counting in Newfield. This was sent to us this morning from Tom Edwards in Newfield. Thank you, Tom, for sharing us what it looks like in your backyard. We'd love to see your photos. Please send them over to us, stormteam@localsyr.com. Sorry, kids, not enough for a snow day. Some districts have off today, but a lot of you still have to go to school today. It's not enough to be impacting a lot of districts for you this morning. We are waking up to a little bit of snow. Maybe if you can get enough, you can get the tiniest snowball ever that you can throw at someone. And then as you're coming home today, our temperatures are still in the 30s. We're still dealing with some off and on snow showers, but it is windy and cold for everyone. Our temperatures in the 30s. When you factor in our gusty wind from the west, we're feeling more like the 20s. So we are digging out the winter gear. You're going to want it today, but especially for tomorrow, you're really going to want that. So here's our radar. We've been dealing with some scattered snow showers all night. Hasn't been producing a lot of snow, but some of you getting a nice little healthy coating out there. And this is all tied into kind of two lows going on. They're kind of attached almost like a jump rope here. And this one is what's going to really ignite our lake effect snow starting tonight. So forecast snowfall for today, hardly anything. Again, we got a healthy coating outside. And that's really about it for today's snowfall. That will change, though, tonight and tomorrow. Because when that low starts to move, that's going to change our wind from the northwest. We got enough cold air and energy to produce lake effect. So we have those winter weather advisories starting later on tonight. And then our lake effect machine is going to get fired up and get cranking later on today. And it's going to produce snowfall mostly from Syracuse and points north. During the morning commute tomorrow, though, we're expecting things to shift down a little bit and be inside the Syracuse area for morning commute time tomorrow. So plan the extra time. Not only do you might have to shovel or get the snow brush out to get the car, but also navigating the roads. This is, for a lot of us, kind of our first snowfall of the season, and it's lake effect. So it's going to be, you're going to have some varying changeable conditions depending on where you are going. So this is going to continue during the day tomorrow and slowly weaken as the day goes on. Our advisory doesn't expire until 6 p.m. tomorrow. And then tomorrow evening, things will shift back up north because our wind returns from the southwest. We'll still be in and out of some showers, though, on Wednesday. But here's what we're thinking for snowfall. If you live north of the Thruway, you have your best chance of seeing 4 or more inches. Syracuse and surrounding suburbs to the south, roughly about 2 to 4 inches. Again, this is our first lake effect event of the season, so we're going to keep fine-tuning this today. And then we'll have temperatures back into the 40s with some rain mixing in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This weekend is drier and quieter.
Okay, right now it is 5:15.
Now, your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
All right, our winter alerts, these were upgraded overnight, and so we have parts of the area under a winter weather advisory beginning later today, lasting until tomorrow. This is for the freezing rain that's happening right now. It will expire at 7 a.m. Here's how much snow. This is not for today. This is tonight and tomorrow. Along and just north of the thruway, this is where we're expecting upwards of 4 to 8 inches. Outside of that, about 2 to 4 inches. Now, of course, this will vary across the area. It is lake effect. We know how lake effect can behave, even though this is kind of our first event of the season. So we're kind of easing back into things here. And we have some rain mixing in with highs in the 40s Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
The Baldwinsville alum finished in 8K, which is just shy of 5 miles, by the way, in 26 minutes, 50 seconds.
I'm cold just looking at that.
That is incredible video.
And you are a runner yourself, but this is like, do you run in these conditions?
Not on purpose. Not on purpose, yeah.
Oh my God.
That is,
He better do well at the turkey trots.
yeah. I don't think you'd see him. He's so far ahead. That is great. But look, you know what? I feel bad for the runners, but I feel bad for the spectators, too.
Yeah.
They're trying to shield
Those poor
themselves with the umbrella. Yeah, no, the parents like,
Yeah, I'll watch from the car.
Couldn't you pick golf? We've been in Florida.
Say I'll watch from the car.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll honk.
See, that's why volleyball is great. It's indoors.
There you go.
True.
Welcome in. You have the gang here, and we are getting ready for snowflakes. Just a dusting in some areas.
An appetizer today.
We're easing into things. We got kind of our first lake effect event coming at us. It always happens this time of the year. How appropriate the day before we have our winter outlook on Wednesday.
It's very
So
appropriate.
it's like you planned it.
Right? You know, if we could pick any day, then there we go. If this is kind of a precursor of what we can expect this winter, well, I hope you like winter, and I hope you're a skier. Let's just put it that way. So here's what it looks like. Our latest alerts, we were upgraded from watches overnight to now advisories. A lot of us are going to pick up enough snow to probably get those shovels back out for tomorrow, and some of you maybe even a little more than a shovel. Here's the radar right now. So like we've been saying for several days, today snow not really an issue. Got a healthy coating on a lot of spots, but none enough to really cause too many issues. Just watching out for some slippery spots as you head out the door this morning, especially in our higher elevations. It is a cold, blustery day today. Our temperatures are falling. The wind is picking up. We're feeling like the 20s. That lake effect really starts to get going, though, overnight. I'll have the latest on that coming up.
See you in a little bit.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good Monday morning to you. We are looking at our CATV Skynet 9 camera in downtown Auburn. A lot of you are going to look like this, where the roads are just mostly wet. You probably have a little bit of a slushy coating on the grassy areas, on metal surfaces, your cars and whatnot. So we're getting a first little taste of snow for a lot of us. I know some of you have already seen a little bit of snow at least 1 or 2 times this season, but this is kind of the first more widespread impacting most of Central New Yorkers here of the season. We don't have enough to create any school alerts or anything like that. I had a lot of kids at school visits last week ask me, are we getting a snow day on Monday? And I'm like, no. And if you had school tomorrow, I would say maybe, but you know, we're off tomorrow for the Veterans holiday, so we don't have to worry about that for tomorrow. But if you do have a morning commute tomorrow, you're going to want to plan ahead and give yourself some extra time. Now, not everyone is seeing snow today, but everyone is feeling the cold and the wind. We have temperatures in the 30s and feels like temperatures in the 20s because we've got that gusty wind kicking in here. So on the radar, we're dealing with some of these scattered snow showers coming down, a little productive in some spots, especially in the higher elevations south and east of Syracuse, where you're maybe getting a nice little healthy coating, maybe up to a ½ inch of snow or so. This is all tied into another area of low pressure right here. You've probably seen a lot of snow video coming out of the Midwest. It was from this one right here, and that's going to be our culprit for our snow tonight and tomorrow. Very little accumulation happening today as expected. The freezing rain that's been happening up north is already moving up and out of here. So we're left with just some lighter scattered showers. It looks very decorative outside, not really causing too many issues for now. By late afternoon and evening, though, our temperatures, we are below freezing, so a lot of this that is falling from the sky is going to stick, especially after sunset tonight. We've lost any help from the sun. So things are going to start to get going along the lake shore, then eventually move kind of further inland. We're still expecting things to come down a little heavy and steady at times just north of the city of Syracuse tonight. And then for the morning commute tomorrow, we're expecting that band to be moving through the city, or at least pretty close to it. So watching out for that quick drop in visibility, the roads slicking up. I'm sure DPW, they've been doing a lot of practice runs the last couple of weeks, so they'll be ready to go tomorrow morning. But you want to budget the extra time. All the construction going on too, and this is a lot of people's first time driving in the snow this season, okay? So just plan accordingly for tomorrow. We're keeping up the snow showers and the breezy cold temperatures throughout the day tomorrow. How much snow are we talking? Well, a general 2 to 4 inches with, of course, higher amounts in the steadier snow band, which we're expecting southeast of Lake Ontario and into our northern suburbs, average about 4 to 8 inches of snowfall. So just a heads up there. And, of course, that could fluctuate by a couple of miles, as lake effect usually does. 40s with some rain mixing in the second half of the week, and pretty quiet this weekend.
ITheir TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
Good morning. It is 6:01. You got Rachel and Ryan with you on this Monday, November 10th. Thanks so much for joining us today.
And depending where you are, you look out the window, you might see a dusting, maybe a coating, maybe a half inch. I took some video this morning. We have that video from the Manlius area that shows the dusting there. There you go. So just a little bit, but it's just a preview there, Kate, of what's to come.
Just a little snack.
That's right.
To kind of hold us over until the main course happening later on tonight when we get our first lake effect event of the season. So our alerts got upgraded from watches yesterday to now advisories, and these all go into effect later on today in anticipation of the lake effect snow that we are going to get impacting a lot of us tonight and tomorrow. Here's the radar, the big picture here. So not a ton happening over central New York at the moment. We've been saying how today's snow is going to be very minimal impact for us. Yes, we're waking up to a nice coating of snow, enough to maybe make the world's tiniest snowball out there, and we'll continue some scattered snow showers during the day, but whew, is it cold and windy. Feels like temperatures in the 20s. So even if you don't get a lot of snow, we are feeling the winter cold now. Do we have any relief with warmer temperatures on the way? I'll have all that for you coming up in a few minutes.
We are waking up in Washington.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good Monday morning to you. We are looking at the Cat V Skynet 9 camera out over downtown Syracuse. Not seeing as much of the fuzziness outside like we did a few minutes ago. We have a little bit of a lull in the snow, but you can see the dome lights being reflected, the green off of the clouds. We have 30 degrees right now. We are below freezing. We are waking up to some snow, not enough to cause any issues or any alerts when it comes to schools. So the districts that do have school today, you got enough to maybe make a little bit of a snowball, and that's about it. We're in and out of these snow showers throughout the day. It is cold. It is breezy today. We have feels like temperatures in the 20s. So everyone wants to head out the door this morning in their warm winter coats, probably finding the hat, the scarf, the gloves as well to stay nice and toasty. We are still dealing with some snow, not a lot, but we're going to be in and out of these scattered snow showers throughout the day. We're kind of in transition right now. This is what gave us the rain yesterday and a little bit of snow overnight, and this is going to be our culprit on bringing in the colder air and the energy to create lake effect snow. Little to no additional accumulation going on during the day today, but things will start to get going again later on tonight. So again, there's not much happening during the day. This afternoon, our lake effect starts to form right along the lake shore between about Pulaski, Oswego, and Sodus, and then starts to get more and more organized tonight through tomorrow morning. At times, this band is going to be very productive coming right here. It could fluctuate a little bit, basically between about here and here, okay? This particular model tends to have a little bit of a southward bias to it, so we take that into account with our forecast. And you can see tomorrow morning we got a band of some yellow, so someone in Onondaga County within Syracuse, within about 10 miles, you're going to get in on some healthy snow tomorrow morning during peak morning commute time, okay? This is kind of our first lake effect snow event of the season. Maybe you don't even have your snow tires on yet. Just please plan accordingly, drive safely, drive carefully, give yourself extra time, and especially navigating through all the construction zones. Okay, so please be careful for tomorrow because we're still dealing with some lake effect into the afternoon before things kind of weaken a little bit tomorrow night. By the time this is all said and done, within that healthier band, we're looking at about 4 to 8 inches of snowfall. Again, that will fluctuate a little bit. A general 2 to 4 outside of that band. That's a 24-hour total tonight through tomorrow night. So some of you will wake up tomorrow morning with about 1 to 4 inches and then see an additional 1 to 4 on top of that. So if you wake up tomorrow morning like, hey, I only have an inch, you said 4 to 8, there's more to come. Because we're getting into the snow season, so I'm already anticipating people's reactions tomorrow. So yeah, just remember, it's lake effect, takes time. Not everyone's going to get the same. Just take it easy.
Don't send the hate mail.
Please don't. It's our first one of the season. Take it easy on us.
Well, you know who can add up the inches? The Sesame Street gang. They're good at counting. It is National
Fast First, certified as Central New York's most accurate.
Right, here's a breakdown of what we can expect for the next couple of days. So not a whole lot happening today and tomorrow for pretty much the rest of the day. We've got some scattered snow showers. Very little to no accumulation happening during the day today. We've had a little bit of some freezing rain, but that's starting to move out. The lake effect starts getting going, though, after sunset tonight and really overnight through tomorrow morning. We think it's going to be kind of this spot where the snow's coming down. It's hardest, but also near Syracuse. And so I do think that's going to impact a lot of commuting, especially coming out of the northern suburbs into the city. I do anticipate it being a slow go for tomorrow morning. So just a heads up there, and then our lake effect kind of eases a little bit as the day goes on, but it's still going to continue. So this is a 24-hour total tonight through tomorrow night. A lot of this you won't see when you wake up tomorrow morning, but by the end of the day, it'll all come to about 4 to 8 inches in the steadier lake effect snow band, and then lesser amounts outside of that. And then we're warm enough for some rain to kind of mix in here for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's a November forecast if I've ever seen one. Holy smokes. Oi, here it is.
We always do like a very hard left turn.
I know.
It's always mid-November.
Yep. We jump right in.
We sure do. Well, let's jump into the question of the day. It is National Sesame Street Day. So we're at
Turn the weather might take. Whether you're planning for a drive through one of our central New York winter storms, doing your best to beat the summer heat, or simply getting ahead for the weekend, Eyewitness Weather and the CNY homepage app have the tools and the talent you need to stay informed. Eyewitness Weather, local weather that matters.
alum finished the 8K, which is about 5 miles, in 26 minutes and 50 seconds. That is moving in the snow.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
You better win the Baldwinsville Turkey Trot in a couple weeks.
Yeah, he's prepared.
He is prepared. My goodness.
That'll be nothing for him
the
after
poor
that.
spectators, though. Look at them. They got the umbrellas up trying to shield their face.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, I'll watch it from the car. I'll honk as you go by.
I know. That's where like you couldn't have picked golf as a sport, son. Really?
Give you some coffee after.
Welcome in. It is 6:30. You have Ryan, Rachel, and Kate here with you. And obviously, we're not seeing that now.
We're not seeing that.
But
in 24 hours,
in 24
it may
hours,
look a little like that in some spots.
If you want to run up in the Tug Hill tomorrow morning, you might see it. It might look like that.
Oh, I'm in a... where's this? Oh, that's in Fulton.
Is that Fulton?
Yeah, Fulton. Looks
Okay.
like... Is that a hot tub I see?
We're seeing a little
Coated in
accumulation.
snow?
All the...
It's a nice backyard.
I know. I think that's a hot
Denise.
tub. Where's our invite?
I'll report live from the hot tub.
I know.
tomorrow.
That's a nice setup. Can we be invited to a little morning coffee there? Nice.
Field trip.
Yeah, I know. Well, Fulton is one of the spots that could pick up a healthy amount of snow by tomorrow morning. So we have our watches from yesterday have been upgraded overnight to advisories. And so we're anticipating on average about 4 to 8, 3 to 6 in that ballpark in some of the heavier bands. So that's not today, though. I want to preface, today's snow is pretty minimal. We're waking up to a healthy coating in a lot of spots. And so the rest of our day, we're dealing with these scattered snow showers. It's breezy, it's cold. But tonight and tomorrow morning is when our lake effect really starts to get going here. And it's kind of our first event of the season, too. I'll have the latest on that in a few minutes.
We're
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
All right, good morning, everybody. As we are heading off to the bus stop, as we are up and at 'em, we've had some scattered snow showers around the area, and we'll be dealing with these snow showers. Some of the kids, they were asking me, are we going to have any snow? We're going to have a snow day. Not enough to have a snow day today. Sorry, guys. But maybe tomorrow we'll have a little bit more snow, but of course, you don't have school tomorrow because of the Veterans holiday. We got some snow showers as you are coming home as well, but little to no additional accumulation. Speaking of accumulation, we have a coating of snow already, as we can see from the CATV Skynet 9 camera looking out over downtown Syracuse. It is 30 degrees. We've got a northwest wind. Temperatures for today, 30s, but then we're feeling more like the 20s when you factor in the wind chill with that gusty wind. All right, on the radar, here's those scattered rain showers, rain showers. Now we are sitting at snow. We've had just a nice healthy coating around the area, but we got this area of low pressure right here. That created a lot of snow in parts of the Midwest, and so that's our piece of energy that's going to help get our lake effect going later on tonight. So snowfall for today, little to nothing on top of what has already fallen. So the timecast is showing really not a whole lot of snow happening, just you'll see those snowflakes flying around, but when it's not snowing, it is cold and it is windy, or feels like temperatures in the 20s. And then tonight, this is when our lake effect starts to form. So those advisories go into effect. A lot of them, either 1 o'clock or 6 o'clock after, depending on where you live. But after sunset is when our snow really starts to come down. And this is when it starts to stick. And you see the yellows showing up on here. So the yellows are 1 inch per hour snowfall rates. And they're mostly concentrated at or just north of Syracuse, including like Fulton, kind of the 690 corridor. So a lot of these areas like Baldwinsville, Clay, Fulton, Minetto, heading over towards northern Cayuga County, that's where we're anticipating some of the higher snow totals to fall, with that band drifting into Syracuse during the morning commute for tomorrow morning. So just plan accordingly. The wind shifts back to the southwest tomorrow, and that'll bring that back up. So here's what we're thinking for snowfall. We have several inches of snowfall, especially right where you see that dark blue. So this is a 24-hour total. So half of it falls overnight, the other half during the day tomorrow. But outside of that, about 2 to 4 inches of some of that snow. And then we have some warmer temperatures. We have 40s for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So you'll have a little bit of rain mixing in there as well. And then we'll keep things pretty quiet this weekend with highs in the low to mid 40s.
The kids are off tomorrow. That means they can shovel.
There you go. And watch, and we'll probably be watching Sesame Street, too. At least my kid will.
I was going to say yours, yes. Mine are a little old. But anyway, a very busy 24 to 48 hours for us.
Yeah, we are taking a nosedive into winter here. We've been starting with a little bit of snow. A lot of you have picked up a nice healthy coating outside, especially on the grassy areas. We picked up some snow coverage at the zoo, so you can see from our CATV Skynet 9 camera. It's 30 degrees. We're dealing with some scattered light snow showers during the day today, but then it starts to pick up tonight. We've got that lake effect snow really starting to ramp up after sunset tonight, lasting tonight through tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning's commute could really be a slippery one. We'll wake up to a few inches of snowfall and pick up an additional snow during the day tomorrow. So our 24-hour total, about 4 to 8 inches in the heavier snow bands. It's mostly for just north of Syracuse, lesser amounts outside of that. So just good day today to locate your shovel.
Yeah.
Maybe see if the snowblower is in good working condition from last year, and just enjoy it. It's the first one of what is probably going to be several.
Here we go.
Our winter outlook's on Wednesday.
Grab your hats.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us here on the Morning News. Be sure to download WSYR Plus. We'll have our 7 o'clock news starting in just a few minutes.